Hello to everyone. It's a lovely day here in May, and hope it's nice where you are. I was off last weekend to judge at the Mid-Atlantic FLA that was taking place in New Jersey. What a nice time, and I got to hear lots of good music, both in the room judging and also just walking by sessions and joining a couple, joining Kaylee one night and seeing lots of old friends. Somehow, even though I had judged it last year, I ended up judging again the new tunes. So there is a competition for new tunes at these flaccules, and I got to do one in Chicago, and I got to do the one now out in New Jersey. Beautiful tunes going by. I can't say that there was anybody there that's on here with us, but it was really, really fun to hear what tin whistle players were contributing, pianos, piano accordion. I'm just thinking of this weekend. Maybe there were a couple of fiddles in it, concertina. Some really nice compositions, everything from hornpipes to reels to jigs to slip jigs, and even a planksty. So very enjoyable. So it's nice to see people out there doing that. And if they get first or second or third there, they qualify, or first and second qualify to get to go over and play at the Flacule in Ireland. So there's a nice little incentive there. Yeah, so anyway, very enjoyable. I must find out if any of those people would like me to share any of their tunes. I did bring home a little envelope full of them, and maybe they'll say yes. Nice tunes anyway. I ran into Winnie Horan there, and Winnie is the great fiddle player. She's in Reverie Road now. She's done many solo albums, and of course she played fiddle with Solace. The great group, Seamus Egan and company, different revolving people, but Winnie is the fiddle player the whole way, and beautiful player. She was telling me that she was getting inspired there recently by changing the tuning of her fiddle, and I was intrigued that she was enjoying just hearing a new sound, and that it conjured up ideas for tunes. She's a beautiful tune writer herself, and but this got the juices flowing. I was telling her that I had a little index card years ago that I copied down a bunch of fiddle tunings that I got from an Illinois fiddle player here named Garry Harrison, and I didn't know where this slip of paper was, but I had sent it to his daughter Genevieve some years ago, and I looked through my mail and I found it today. So let me just see if you can see this. Here are 11 tunings for your fiddle, and I'm going to put this in your downloads today, just because I think it is intriguing. I won't do it this second. I might do it at the end of this video, because once you do shift your fiddle, you kind of got to stay for a while, unless maybe there's a difference if you're using steel strings. But I'm not. I'm using a synthetic string. I use obligatos, and they do stay. They're very good at staying once you've got it in tune. They're not moving around much. But once you retune your fiddle, it can be hard to shift back. We had a nice discussion about how it's interesting that the Irish players don't use tunings as much, but we soon came to the same conclusion that what it is that unlike old-time tunes, we kind of get our buzz from changing keys, and our tunes change. Maybe keys, like similar keys within tunes. And so, unless you have a bucket of tunes that are in D, D, A, E, or going to read a couple of these, A, C sharp, or G, D, A, D, you'll have moved your strings. It'll be hard to get back in regular tuning, and there's not a second tune that uses that tuning unless we create a group of works that are would give us the occasion to just stay in a strange tuning and stay there for a while. So I think Winnie's going to explore that. I'm going to explore that, and maybe you'll enjoy exploring that too, especially people who also have the old-time fiddling in their background. I think that's where we're mostly finding it, or bluegrass. So anyway, and then today I just wanted to share a newish tune. So someone asked me to write a tune for somebody in their family, and I actually am sharing this with you ahead of sharing it with them. But yeah, it's kind of like a friend just asked for a present. But it is what I've been working on the last couple of days. If we can call it work, it's all fun. I did try to do one thing differently, and I know I've told you many times that a lot of times I have my little sheet of paper there and I don't erase anything, and sometimes the answers are right there, and so I kind of keep up, and I don't have a great memory, and something good might go by, and if I don't write it down, it might be gone for good. So, but this time, I went ahead and had written a first part and decided that the second part, I wasn't going to do that. So again, you know, making a little game for myself of the second part, or a challenge. And so first part, I'm there with a piece of paper and I'm coming up with my thoughts. This is a tune that's going to go after a tune in G. This tune is in C, and it's a jig. And so no name on it yet. It's just experimenting. But it was hard, and I was realizing I haven't used that muscle in a while, the one that's just listen to yourself back. Do you like it? Are you keeping it? And remember it. But here's how the whole tune finished up. And hopefully I'll keep my fiddle for once in the screen. Let's see if that'll help. Okay. Anyway, I like this tune. So hopefully you'll like it too. No. I had the first part, like I say, where I was like writing down. And I would say that there was one little grouping of notes that if I hadn't written it down, I might not have noticed that this was a good idea. So just to show you a couple of the thoughts as I went along. So here's that first part. Now, right at that spot, I was going to do something different, and I think I just had written several ways of going there. If you know what I mean. There were several directions that I could go at any moment all along there. But at one point I had kind of used this. And I think I was going to go another way. And then I looked back at all my decisions, and then I went, wait a minute, that's actually really nice. So when you break it down, you've got then and then and then there's an ending. I'm kind of doing a tight little triplet there. I think I could do a little thing with my fingers where I could go. And then the finishing is, and so, or, so that the first part then is going in its entirety. Right, and then that brought me to many decisions to make about where do I go from there. So again, this last part is really just trying to make a decision without writing anything down, without recording anything, and just where does this go? And I think, and I may have fought this, but I ended up being what I chose. From there, or, you know, so there were many choices. In fact, you know, I mean, if you just go ahead and mess around, you know, so it could be really, and it was, that you're running around and deciding which one it is. So let me just continue, because I think I may have, yeah, I think maybe the second one was what I did end up with. So I'm going. So from the start to there, I kind of try to go to a repeat. I kind of do. Notice the ending there. And now an ending. What I enjoyed then is that there actually ends up being a second ending. So if you listen to that one now, I'm going to play it twice, and you'll hear how it changes. So okay, well, anyway, sorry if I'm getting a bit lost. It's new, but I really like it. I think it's very logical at this point. I think I am going to give it as its presents before I share it with you with notes and all. But if you want to give any of that a try, yeah, I'd love to hear you if you want to give it a try. Again, G. C is not used that often, so it's kind of fun to play a tune in that key. And it almost might be kind of like a pentatonic thing, because I know there's some notes that I don't play at all along that scale. So if you discover something, also let me know. And then check out the tunings. These two things don't even they don't even jive with each other this week. But anyway, it must be the weather. Happy out, just throwing out everything I'm thinking about. So I'll send you the tunings. Here's this tune from yesterday and today. And yeah, hope you're all doing well. Otherwise, I hope you can see the fiddle all the way through this. I'll take a peek. And good luck. Good luck.